The issue drew a huge crowd even before it was on the agenda. Now Virginia Beach City Council is ready to vote on a Second Amendment resolution.
Online shopping giant Amazon now owns land in Suffolk, but what the company plans to do with that land is unknown.
If you're heading out tonight, AAA wants to make sure you and your car get home safe. How you can take advantage of their free Tipsy Tow service.
Everybody's going to be singing that song tonight as they ring in the new year. Okay, we have less, what, 20 seconds at this point? 20 seconds left, and New Zealand will officially ring in 2020. So I don't know if we have a live look. Oh, is that the live look? No, that's not the live look, right? That's just a really cool look.
Can we count down?
I know, right? Yeah, look, here we go.
Is it now 10?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is so
Even
cool.
our confetti's going on.
Even the confetti went off perfectly.
That worked really well. So we want to know if there are any superstitions or traditions that you do every year.
Like making loud noises like we just did.
Yeah.
Kiss at midnight. We're talking about it all in our 13 News Now Daybreakers Facebook group.
All right, your top story now in the morning rush. Virginia Beach Mayor Bobby Dyer called a special session next week to vote on whether to make the beach a Second Amendment constitutional city. So with the General Assembly sure to take up gun control measures this session, a number of Second Amendment supporters showed up at a recent council meeting calling for a resolution. So you can read the proposed resolution on 13newsnow.com. Oh, it's Thursday. Good morning. Anything special going on today, anybody? Nobody?
I don't think so.
There's a lot of eating.
There's a lot of eating.
In other words, another Thursday.
We were watching those balloons blowing up there, inflating. I was like,
Yeah.
that's like my stomach later this afternoon.
Absolutely.
We're eating.
All of us. All of us.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, right? And thank you for waking up with Daybreak.
All right, so many of you probably already waking up, getting that turkey ready for dinner. We want to know, how do you cook yours?
Yeah, in the oven or a fryer, or do you just pass on the tradition completely? Let us know at 13newsnow.com/vote.
All right.
Cook yours.
Oh, Team Fry.
Team
Fry. My father-in-law fries a turkey.
Good stuff.
I went over there
She's
yesterday.
clutching for support.
I said, Dad, save me the crunchy parts, the skin, the wings. That's me.
All right, you be careful now.
Let's get into our morning rush weather.
The fourth Thursday in November is Thanksgiving, where loved ones meet and eat. Mains, sides, and of course dessert. By the end of the meal, you're probably ready for a nap, like me right now. But why? People who don't eat the turkey still get hit with that food coma. So turkey's not really the culprit. What's to blame is an amino acid called tryptophan. Chicken and other protein-rich items have tryptophan as well, but turkey gets that bad rap for making you want to take a nap. We may have to shift our sleepy side eyes from the poultry to the carb-heavy side dishes. The body is set up to release insulin to react to the increasing glucose while digesting food.
All right. Well, we are just hours away from ringing in the new year and a new decade. And if you're still looking for something to do, don't worry. There are plenty of options around Hampton Roads. You can check out Last Night on the Town at Virginia Beach, a town center. Now, our very own Dana Smith is hosting the event. The free festivities kick off this afternoon at Pembroke Mall with family entertainment and a balloon drop at 5 p.m. And then starting at 8:30, there will be live music all the way up until the beach ball drop at midnight. And we've posted links on our website, so just head to the news tab. Now let's head to Rochelle for one thing you need to know.
Madison, one thing you need to know, it's foggy out there right now, and that's what we're going to be dealing with. However, things are going to be clearing up as we head into New Year's, and we are going to be talking about that New Year's forecast. Things are going to be looking really nice compared to what we're seeing now, especially across parts of Norfolk and Virginia Beach. Again, things clearing out. I'll let you know when they clear out and what you can expect for the first day of the new decade, new month, new year, coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, now let's move on to In Other News, the fun stories you can chat about today with your friends or coworkers. Madison.
Yes, okay, so remember when No Shave November was a thing? Well, the Virginia Beach Sheriff's Office has been participating in a No Shave fundraiser for the past 2 months, and they're extending it until the end of January.
Okay.
So far, they've raised over $6,000. I was just saying earlier, I wish the guys would do that on air.
I say we just, you know, rope them into it.
Yeah.
Why not? It's for a great cause.
Yes.
Dan and Craig. All right, well, Dan and Craig.
Yeah.
Arguably, probably the hardest niche within the photography sector.
Well, it is hard. I'm not going to say that it's not hard, but that's what makes it worth it, and that's the best reward.
That's Erin Bonilla, owner of Bonilla Pet Photography in Chesapeake. We paid a visit to her studios for a one-on-one with her and Bentley.
Bentley was awesome to photograph because he's such a happy dog and he just aims to please. He can sit stay, which is like a miracle in this studio.
Oh, look at you.
Wait. That's it. We train service dogs for veterans, wounded warriors, police officers, first responders, and federal agents. Good.
That's Brooke Corson, founder of Mutts with a Mission. She's dedicated to training and molding these dogs.
Touch. Yes, good girl.
While serving in the U.S. Army, she saw firsthand the need for these animals.
I started getting phone calls about losing friends to PTSD. They were committing suicide. So I kept telling my husband, there's got to be something we can do. And he said, you know, either shut up or do something. So I did something. So with the help of him and my brother, we started Mutts with a Mission. Good girl. Okay.
A childhood dream turned into a Virginia Beach reality for owner Kelvin Dooley of J&K Style Grill.
I've been in food since I was 13 years old. I started way back in elementary school. It was an after-school program that got me into food, and I've been wanting to do it all my life.
J&K Style Grill made its debut about 4 years ago, and you'll want to go there for their specialized burgers and wings. But Kelvin says you'll want to stay for the service.
We don't call nobody a customer. We want you to feel like you're a guest, like you come to our home. We call you cousin when you enter the door.
After a couple years in business, J&K took their food on the road. The Dooleys invested in a food truck and haven't looked back since.
I love that food truck. I need to have me 10 to 20 of them if I could. If I could, I would close the restaurant just to go on the food truck. Our truck usually runs 45 days a week. We go to either different lunches, breweries, private parties. We're doing weddings now off of the truck.
From their famous waffle burger to stuffed collard green wings, I truly was in foodie heaven. That was not attractive, but very good.
My mother told me before she passed away that you would be a drummer one day.
Dion Langley says his family saw it in him before he did.
My uncle brought me my first drum set, and when I started playing, it was like I ain't had no clue.
Since then, he's played on big stages near and far.
When I started touring, it gave me outside vision, because a lot of times you get stuck into what you see here. And so that gave me a different chance to really see something else on like the other side.
To many, Dion was living the dream, but few knew what was happening behind closed doors.
Many nights I couldn't sleep. Mornings I couldn't get up out of bed.
Dion has lupus, an inflammatory disease that occurs when the immune system attacks its own tissues and organs. As a performer, he says he's fought through the flare-ups.
Lupus just comes up whenever it wants to, and once it hit, your body just shuts down.
Some quick history. Fantasy football started in a Manhattan hotel room back in 1962. 3 men created their own rosters using players from all the pro football teams. Each week, those rosters went head-to-head, scoring points based off of stats like touchdowns, yardage, etc. Now today, it's still played pretty much the exact same way. Before the season starts, anywhere from 8 to 14 teams in a league draft players in all the main skill positions: quarterback, running back, wide receiver. It's easier now though because we have the convenience of the internet. The cool thing is your team is more than likely a mix of players from all different NFL teams, so it gives you that sense of being an actual manager or a head coach. Win or lose, you take ownership of the team. Granted, luck is a big part of it.
Now, it's too late for you to join this year, but if you want to indulge your fantasy friends, ask some questions like, who you flexing this week?
What's your running back situation like? And this one, you don't have any Redskins on your team, do you? You're going to get some responses. For your Daybreak 60, I'm Philip Townsend. The first East Coast Surfing Championships were here, Long Island, New York, 1962. Then, just a year later, it came here to the Virginia Beach oceanfront, and it's stayed here ever since. It began as just a beach party for teenagers, and now it's the second longest running surfing contest in the world. Things are going on.
Hey guys, we're here with Tom Purcell, who attempted to break the world record for push-ups. Tell us about what you were doing.
Well, I saw the world records at 1 minute. I wanted to try to break it. It was set at 140 per minute.
So you got after it, and we're looking at the actual world record attempt, and we'll talk about how he did there. You can see him going. You started off going really fast trying to build up some cushion.
I did. You got a lot of energy at the beginning. I tried to bank a few early ends, but after about 30, 35 seconds, you start to slow down.
All right, now Tom is an elite athlete, distance runner. You built up this great cardiovascular strength. It gets tiring, though, towards the end.
Good morning. How are you doing today? You want pancake on a stick or yogurt?
At Sewell's Point Elementary in Norfolk,
Austin! Pancake on a stick? Pancake.
Chef Christian Williams knows how to stand out.
Here you go, Tina. Olivia, pancake on a stick or yogurt?
Christian has only been here since the spring,
Joseph.
but he's already mastered the art of personalizing the lunchroom.
Hi, sweetheart. Put some apples in your bag? I wanted to do something that related to school nutrition and the kids' diet.
Christian approached the cafeteria manager this summer with an idea.
There's a pumpkin, potatoes, cherry tomatoes.
He said, I want to decorate the walls some.
Corn, green beans, limes.
And I said, sure.
The fruits and veg took me all summer to do.
We are starting to get reports of damage. Reporter Madison Kimbrough is in Norfolk over on Kingston Avenue in Ocean View. That's where a tree has fallen down. And Madison, looks like you're up close to that tree. How big are we talking here?
Okay, Dan, this is definitely a different situation from yesterday. Remember yesterday we were preparing you guys for the storm? Well, today, obviously, the storm is here. Take a look behind me. This is a massive tree that completely split in half, and it takes up the whole roadway. It honestly made us think that there were bushes in the way, but this street is completely covered by this tree. You can look, it completely covered this car right over here. The car is destroyed. It destroyed this car over here, and then there's another car behind that. Now, Dominion workers, you can hear they're using their tools to really cut through the debris and try to cut these trees off so they can clear the pathway.
This morning, investigators are still combing through the crime scene after a mass shooting at the Virginia Beach Municipal Center. The suspected gunman, a city employee, opened fire on Friday, killing 12 people and injuring several others.
I woke up this morning and went to drink my coffee, and it's just like, this isn't real. It can't be. Not in our city.
As friends and family are remembering the fallen, the community is coming together trying to make sense of the tragedy. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Dan Kennedy.
And I'm Ashley Smith. We continue our team coverage this morning. Megan Shin is at the Municipal Center, and Dana Smith is at a memorial for the victims. We'll get to them in just a moment. But first, we do have some breaking news to tell you about. Police in Norfolk tell us a 15-year-old boy was shot and killed last night. Happened on East Brambleton Avenue in the Young Terrace neighborhood around 10 o'clock. Here's video from the scene. So far, no word on a suspect or possible motive. We will let you know as soon as we learn more from police. If you know anything that can help, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. And remember, you can remain anonymous.
Turning back to Virginia Beach, investigators have been working around the clock inside Building 2 at the Municipal Center, trying to piece together the moments a gunman opened fire on his co-workers, killing 12. 13 News Now reporter Megan Shin is there right now with the latest on the investigation. And Megan, as we can see, police still have a presence on the scene.
Exactly. You can see their flashing lights right behind me, you guys, and the Municipal Center is closed today. Building 2, where the mass shooting happened, is closed indefinitely. Schools and courthouses will be open, though, today.
As investigators continue their work, the community is coming together to remember the victims.
And 13 News Now reporter Dana Smith joins us from a memorial where family, friends, and neighbors are paying their respects. Dana.
That's right, Dan and Ashley. I'm outside the Virginia Beach Municipal Center, and just take a look next to me at this memorial that's been growing 12 white crosses with the victims' names covered in balloons, flowers, prayers. Everyone in the community has just been coming out here to pay their respects, and this memorial continues to grow in memory of those that we lost.